Hello my loves, I hope you're doing amazing. We're back today with another tarot card reading. We're going to be looking into seeing any messages in regards to your career, what's happening next, etc, etc. So I will show you the cards in a second, but just a reminder, I have personal readings available. I have written ones, YouTube video ones, and video ones, like video call. The link's in my bio so you can check it out there. And let me show you the crystals in the cards so you can choose which ones you want. So these are the cards. We have pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Pile 1 is the strawberry quartz, pile 2 is citrine, and pile 3 is a pink tourmaline, although you can't really tell it is that because it's looking a bit grey on camera. Anyway, just take a minute to choose. Sorry if the camera's a bit shaky, I'm currently holding it. But yeah, just like give yourself a minute, pause the video if you need to, meditate, and just pick whatever card you feel most drawn to, and then you can look in the timestamps down below so you can see which reading, or so you can see a reading. And there we go, let's get on with the video. Hello pile ones, I hope you're doing amazing. We're going to be looking at the messages for you in regards to your career. So if you chose the strawberry quartz, then this reading is for you. So I'm going to put this up here and we're going to shuffle the tarot deck first, get some cards in regards to your career and just see what changes are happening, what's happening next, just any messages you need to hear right now. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and then we'll see what we'll get. I need to know about their career, please, tarot. I need to know about their career. Oh, okay, so firstly we have the Three of Wands. Let's get some more cards. We have Seven of Pentacles. Let's get one more. And we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so we have two sevens. Okay, I'm not very good at numerology, so just bear with me for that. Okay, so what I'm getting is that perhaps at the present moment you're looking for newness when it comes to your career. So what I'm getting is like kind of seeing well, potential, seeing where things can go, because as you can see with this person, he's like on an adventure, like hiking with like the walking stick, and you can see he's like looking off into the distance and trying to figure out, okay, I've got this far now, so whereabouts am I going to go? What is the next journey? Because like, for example, there is a river in the middle and he could be deciding whether to walk on this side of the land or this side of the land. And perhaps this could be something that you're thinking about too, like for your career. You could be thinking, I am here right now, so what do I want next? Because I feel like things are just like normal, things are just like, it is what it is, and it's just, I guess, you know, careers go like that. You just live your life, you do your job, do whatever you got to do, and things just kind of fall into place exactly how it needs to when it needs to. And I feel like things have been a bit still stagnant or just the same old, and I feel like it could be a point where you're just thinking, I want something else, I want to do something to feel like I am doing more of my life. So the Seven of Pentacles, this energy is kind of like putting lots of effort, watching your fruits grow, and you're just having to be patient. So this is like patient energy when you put in the effort and things are like, again, with this stagnant energy in a sense that nothing's just happened. Perhaps for some of you, you have been putting effort into something and nothing has happened from it yet, and you're just currently waiting for the rewards to come in. And I feel like this is just something that is taking time. But what I realize is that, or what you may realize is, when this comes into place and when you kind of like wait for the things to grow, wait for opportunities to come, as you can see on this bush, there are like loads of coins. And then for this card, the Seven of Cups, this is all about having a lot of opportunities. So I reckon what's going to happen is, while you're just living your life and just waiting for things to come in, out of nowhere, you're going to get loads and loads of opportunities. Like, for example, you could get a new job potential idea, like, oh, I could do this, but then you could get like a promotion for your other job, or like you could be relocating somewhere for your job. Just like, you're going to get loads of opportunities coming to you at once. And I feel like for some of you it could be overwhelming, because you come from a place where you're just like, I want new stuff, I want new beginnings. For some of you, I do think this is going to be traveling abroad, or like traveling to work and going places. but I feel like it's just going to get in the sense that it's a little bit overwhelming, where you're just like, okay, now I have loads of options and I have no idea what to choose, because you went from that place of there's nothing else, and now you're going to get an opportunity, well, loads of opportunities, and trying to decide what to do is going to be a bit of a challenge for you, because you want to make sure you make the right decision. Okay, I'm going to shuffle some more oracle cards, or some oracle cards, and see if there's any other messages for you in regards to your career. All right, pile one career, please. Oh, okay, so focus on love. So that's kind of a good message in regards to this. I'll get into that in a second. Spend quality time together. So this is actually kind of in regards to people, and kind of like, how to put it. So this card, like these cards are kind of to do with people, but these messages are kind of like important. So what I'm getting is that when it comes to making a decision, you should focus on the things that you do love and the things that you enjoy. So for example, an opportunity might come into you where you get higher pay, but then another opportunity could be where the pay is the same as you had before, but it's something you love, and maybe the message is that you need to follow your heart and do what you enjoy and everything. You'll spend quality time together. So I'm kind of getting for this is just spend time on your job, keep doing what you need to do, and things will fall in place exactly how it's meant to be. Perhaps you could, if you get like these offers and there's like loads, you could ask your boss or whoever to trial them, try different things out and see which ones you do love, and then once you tried it out, focus on the ones that you do love, and then you could you know, just do it. I'm also getting like, for some of you with the option, it's like with your job you're going to be doing multiple things and doing loads of things, especially if you're like self-employed, because you've got to like do the packaging, you've got to make stuff, you've got to sell stuff, you've got to do customer service and all of that. Although I don't think this would really apply for your job exactly, but what I'm getting is just like, if you have like loads of things to do, focus on the bits that you do love and try and enjoy it, and then like just spend time on the things that you do love, and I think that's what's going to really benefit you for this. All right, I'm going to shuffle these cards now, see if we can get any messages in regards to your career. All right, Spirit. These are new cards, so there is a possibility I might have to read from the book. Oh, okay, so we have Between Worlds. So yeah, you're coming from like a period where things were just a bit bland, but then you're stepping into this newness of like brightfulness and colourfulness, and I feel like this opportunities that are coming into you, you are probably going to pick the ones that you enjoy most, and you're going to be feeling abundant. Like, you know, and you can see this picture, like, or this half, the flamingos, like everything's a bit dull, and just like I feel like that's how things were. It's just like, it's okay, but it's just things are a bit dull and you're just getting a bit bored or used to it, and you wanted some more excitement to come in, and then basically you're going to be transitioning into a period where there is more excitement and abundance and happiness, and I feel like it's just something that you're going to really look forward to. All right, let's get one more card about this, please. Oh, okay, thank you. We have Breathe. So when things do get a bit much, just take time to relax and do things you love. Spend quality time with people. Perhaps you need to do that. Perhaps for some of you, you've been working so hard and just so career focused that you haven't spent time with your loved ones, and perhaps there's a message that's coming out for you now saying like spend quality time with the people you love, because sometimes when you work so hard and you get a bit burnt out, it can be a bit like, you know, it can be a bit dull, like in this picture. So yeah, if you spend time and like take time to yourself to relax and don't work too hard, don't overwork yourself like when these cards, and you know, be patient as well. You know, breathe can also mean patience, which is the same with this. So perhaps there is things coming in, but maybe you need to just persevere for a little while, have patience with your job, and things will fall into place exactly how it needs to. It's just sometimes these things take a while, and it can be annoying because we just want things to fall into place and for it to all work out. But sometimes it just takes a little bit of time, and that's okay. Sometimes you get periods of time, or you get a period of time where things are just a bit slow, and you can use that time to focus on other things and to bring more happiness into your life other ways, or by other ways, in other ways, you know what I mean. Okay, we're going to shuffle some more cards, see if we get any messages in regards to this, please. get some more messages, please, Spirit. Oh, okay, we have refuge. So again, that goes with the breathe. So take refuge, just relax and do things that you enjoy. Like, make sure if you feel like you are overworking yourself and maybe having a bit of a burnout, that you just take time for yourself and just relax and do things that you enjoy. Like, for example, this is giving me tropical holiday vibes. Like, you know, when you go to like a Caribbean, and typically, I think I've never been to a Caribbean, but on those holidays you would just like relax, go by the sea or like by nature or whatever, and you just take refuge and just like relax and just enjoy your holiday and stuff. And I feel like you need to do that right now. Just, if you are stressing out about this situation, just like relax, because things will fall into place. Also, we have transmutation, and this card is all about like it's almost like transformation, where, for example, with, I think it's a phoenix, yes, he's kind of like rising from the fire. So when things go a bit bad and not to plan, so when you are in that stage with the transmutation, you are flying out of that stage onto here. And it's interesting how we have some bird imagery as well. So yeah, you're definitely going to be like shedding your old feathers, your old darker feathers, into your new ones. It's a bit like with baby swans. Say, you know, the swan starts off as like a grey swan, or I think, yeah, the grey swans, yeah, they're grey when they're babies, and then they shed their feathers into white ones as they grow up. So, you know, it's kind of like that's what's happening. You're going to be shedding your feathers and transmutation, or transmuting into a better career, and things going fun. Yeah, things could be fun. You're just going to enjoy it more. And it's just basically a whole period where you're realizing, like, I want to enjoy life more. So I want to do things in my career which I love. I want to maybe spend time with more quality, like spend more quality time with people. Perhaps you want to be taking less hours into your work so you can spend time with the people you love, and that's a transformation you're going through. And maybe you could be thinking, well, I could stay in my job and have more money, or I could have less hours but then spend time with the people I love, and then perhaps you'll be more abundant because you'll have time to yourself. So that could be a message there for some of you as well. I'm going to shuffle the last deck, and this is going to be some advice for you in regards to these situations. So if you can get any advice, please, Spirit. What these lovely people need to know, please. Oh, I need to know, please. Okay, we have speak your world into being. And let's get one more. And we have take a breather. Spirit really wants you to relax. You've got breathe, relax, like take refuge, take a breather. If you are stressing out in regards to this, maybe you are like stressed out because of the situation. You want things to change, but it could just be like not going to plan at the moment. So basically what you might need to do is just to relax and then just allow things to fall into place, because sometimes it does take time. That's just how life is. But things will be okay. So we also have speak your world into being. So I'm kind of getting like the manifestation for this. So like, you know what you want, or perhaps you know what you want. If you don't, you could, like, I'm pretty sure this will come along and then you'll know what you want. But just like speak it, be like, okay, I want my life to be like this. I want to spend more time doing this. I want more money. I want to enjoy my job. I want to do stuff. I want to, you know, what do you want? Figure it out. Like if you could just sit down right now and be like, okay, my ideal situation would be, I would do my job, I would work this many hours a day, I would earn this much, I would dedicate my time, spare time, to doing this, this and this. In my job, I would like to do this, this and this. And if you can kind of like speak it into being, that can help manifest it in like the reality, like manifest this into your reality. So perhaps a part of like what you need to do is to manifest it and just be like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to get. And perhaps you could like take the leap of faith and ask about it as well. But I feel like for the moment, maybe you just need to relax, have a little break, and then after that you can figure out what you want, because sometimes we don't know, and especially when you're burnt out, you can be a bit like, I don't know what I want, or like you can think you know what you want, but then it's just not going to plan, and you're just a bit like, okay. So yeah, basically just like relax. Things are going to get better because we have, look here, we had between worlds, and this is the card of like, you're going to be stepping out of this period of time where things aren't the best in your career, or just a bit bored, you know, whatever it is for you, and you're going to step into better times. So that is coming to you. So try not to worry about it, relax. If you are worrying, then the cards are definitely saying you need to relax about this as well. I know that's easier said than done. But anyway, that is your readings, pile ones. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope it resonates for you. I will see you all in my next video. Also, don't forget I do have tarot readings available, so you can just check out my bio. I have many different types on offer. So yeah, I will see you all very, very soon in my next tarot readings, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye guys. Hello pile twos, I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose the citrine, then this is your reading. So for today's reading, we are doing messages in regards to your career. So let me just put this up here, and then we will start off with the tarot cards. So let me just get those and shuffle them and see what messages you need to hear right now in regards to your career. Okay, we have Queen of Cups. Oh, that's easy, all three of them. 10 of Swords and Queen of Wands. I'm actually going to put these here this way. Okay, so what I'm getting is that perhaps either right now or in the past, when it comes to your career, you just was not happy at all. I'm kind of getting like, you kind of got your job and you're thinking originally in your head like, oh yeah, it's going to be like this, it's going to be amazing. But then you got to it and it just was not exactly how you thought it was going to be at all. And I felt like you were really let down by that, because originally you were very excited and was like, okay, yes, I'm going to do this, it's going to be amazing, I can't wait. And I just feel like you weren't happy. So what I'm getting for the present moment, because the Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands, that energy would represent you. So I'm kind of getting that this was a bit of a wake-up call, and you're like, okay, this didn't go to plan in the past, I was not happy, and you know, take it how it resonates for you. Oh, there's a fly. So basically the way I see it is just like, that's what happened, and the reason why this happened is because you have now got into the Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands energy, where you're just like, okay, I'm going to do what makes me happy, I'm going to do what I'm passionate about. And I feel like you kind of have changed a direction. Maybe this is something this is going to happen, but you're just kind of like, okay, I don't want this job anymore, I don't want to do this, I want to do what makes me happy, I want to do something I'm really passionate about. So perhaps you could still be in this job right now just while you are trying to figure out what your next move is going to be and kind of persevering. Or perhaps you left this job already and now that you've got no job, or whatever's happening, could be an education to learn. Whatever is happening, like, this is going to, like, getting in this energy is going to get you into a much better place in regards to your career. And you're just going to feel like a lot more abundant, a lot more happy with what you want to do. So yeah, basically, you know, they say things happen for a reason. I feel like this bad experience at a job, I feel like you did have a bad experience. This happened to get you into who you are right now, so you can choose and be like, okay, I want this from my life, I want to do this. And it just kind of allows you to be abundant and do exactly what you want to do. Anyway, we're going to shuffle this oracle card set now, or deck. We're just going to get some more messages in regards to this. So can we get more messages, please, Spirit? What do these lovely people need to know? Okay, we have new life, exactly. So by getting out of this stage, if you haven't got out of it already, you're just like, okay, I want this out of life. And you're basically going to be abundant and be like, okay, I'm stepping into this energy, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to make the most out of life. And I feel like you're just going to be like a new beginning in career, or in your career rather, and you're just going to like maybe find ideas and be like, okay, I'm passionate about this, I want to do this. So maybe you could start a new job, or you could like start a business on your passions or something. You're just going to be doing something that maybe you didn't think of doing originally, but the reason why you're doing it now is because this has made you change your mind and get you onto where you need to be. Let's get another card. Can we get a message in regards to this, please, Spirit? Any more messages? Oh, okay. 2 cards want to come out. So we have deep knowing and message in a bottle. Okay, so the deep knowing message. Maybe this is something you've always known you're meant to do. Maybe deep down you've known, okay, I don't want to do this, but perhaps so for example, for a lot of people, when it comes to being self-employed, deep down they want to do that, they want to open that shop, but they know it's risky. So they go into that job and they're like, I hate it. And then basically that kind of causes you to be like, okay, I want to do this, I want this in my life. And deep down you knew that already, but you needed something to help get you there, because that's exactly what happened to me. Like, I had a situation like this within my career, and then I set into this energy and I was like, okay, nope, I want to be self-employed, I want to do what I'm doing right now, and here I am. So basically I feel like it's going to be a situation in regards to that, and same situation as that, and you're going to have a new breath of life, and you're just going to feel like really abundant. Because also, here's what's interesting, in this imagery you can see like the owl and the moon, and like that's like the ending, like that can be nighttime, and then you have new life, which is like it is like a sun here, which is the morning, and there's like a sunrise. So it's almost like you had this deep knowing, it's nighttime, the chapter ends, and you're just like, okay, I know I'm not meant to be here, I'm meant to be doing this. You have that deep knowing, and then you go to sleep, and then you wake up and it's a fresh start, and you're like, okay, I'm going to take action, and I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to follow my dreams and all of that. So that's kind of like a message for you in regards to that. So it's like that kind of energy. And then over here we have a message in a bottle. So I feel like you could literally have a message coming through. You're going to hear something in regards to, I'm guessing, following your dreams. So perhaps maybe you are expecting to hear back. So maybe for some of you have applied for this new job and you're waiting to hear back, and that could be that kind of energy just coming through. Perhaps you've been trying to figure out how you're going to move away from this and move onto this energy so you can do what you want to do. And perhaps it's going to be like a opportunity to figure out how you're going to do it. Like, and what I'm kind of getting in a message in a bottle is kind of like a download. Like, you're just going to get like an aha idea, like a light bulb moment, be like, okay, I'm going to do this. And I think that's what's going to happen with you. I feel like just out of nowhere, you're just going to know exactly what you want to do and be like, okay, yes, I'm going to do this. This is how I'm going to get out of my situation and make the most of my life now, and kind of like get into the place you want to be. Because sometimes you know what you want to do, but it can be hard trying to figure out how exactly you're going to get there. And perhaps this will be like an idea of knowing, being like, okay, I know how I'm going to get there. All right, let's shuffle some more cards, see if we can get any more information in regards to this. Okay, well, messages in regards to this, please, Spirit. This is a bit of a hard one to shuffle. More messages, please. What do these people need to know? Okay, we have perfect setting. Okay. And oh, here we go. And then we have acceptance of love. Okay, so what I'm kind of getting is that so for perfect setting, for some of you it could be right, like if you're waiting for the moment to do this, if you feel like it is, then the moment is now. Because like, for example, that's kind of reminding me of like, okay, it's the perfect setting now, let's do it. For some of you it could be what you're trying to figure out in regards to this is the perfect setting and finding out how to do it. And I'm kind of getting like, this is like this world here is your world, this is your reality. And then here could be like your spirit guide, your spirit teams, God, whoever you resonate with. They're kind of like painting it for you and being like, okay, we're painting the perfect scenario for you. And I feel like this is just kind of like destiny, like set out, like, you know, you're meant to discover yourself, you're meant to have a tough time in a career, so you can be like, okay, yes, I want this, and I'm going to take a leap of faith and do what I want to do, because deep down you always know you needed to do that. And sometimes you need to push in the right direction. I feel like this was what this is, like, you know, this tough moment is a push to get you to where you need to be, because deep down you knew you needed that, but you maybe could have been a bit like, oh, I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting for that. With the acceptance of love, I'm kind of getting a message that if you are allowed to do things that you love for your career, like accept that, okay, maybe I want to run this new business, is busy, maybe people thought it's a ridiculous idea, like, oh no, you can't do that. but perhaps this is like a moment for you to accept, be like, okay, yes, I am allowed to do what I love. I'm allowed to do what makes me feel abundant and makes me happy, because careers shouldn't have to feel bad, you know. You should love what you do. There's always that quote or saying that says like, for your career, do your hobby, like make your hobby, because then when you work, it doesn't feel like work, it just feels like you're doing a hobby. And that's kind of the way you want to go about it with life, because you want to enjoy what you are doing. And I feel like you are going to get there. Like, you've come out of a tough period, or going to be coming out of a tough period, so you can enjoy your job and like love what you do and just feel abundant in everything you do as well. So it is beautiful energy that is coming in. It's just, if you're not out of this phase yet, just know that you will come out of it, and a opportunity of how you can get out of it is going to come to you, and it's all going to work out, because I feel like deep down, well, you know, the deep knowing, you know what you want to do, or you know along the lines of what you want to do, and sometimes you're just trying to find the opportunity of how you're going to get there, which sometimes can be difficult, because we can be a bit clueless and be like, oh God, I know what I want, but I don't know how I'm going to get there, and it may seem a bit like Mission Impossible sometimes. But anyway, we're going to shuffle some more cards and see if we can get any messages for you in regards to this. So Spirit, can you get some more messages please in regards to these lovely people and their career? Oh, okay, thank you. We have renewal. So literally, your life is, especially the new life, you're going to get a renewal in your career, you know. Things are just going to be brand new. Things are going to feel so abundant and lovely, and just like, it's going to be like, life is just going to feel so new for you, because you are doing what you love, and you're doing what you knew deep down you're meant to do. We also have trust, and I'm kind of getting the message that trust that things are working out exactly what you're going to do. Also have trust in yourself. Like, sometimes we have a deep gut feeling, like we know, like, oh, I want to do this, like a career that's like self-employed. I'm just using that example. And you're kind of like, you don't sometimes you don't trust yourself, thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this work. And sometimes that stops people from following their dreams and get stuck in something they don't enjoy. So, you know, it's just like, trust yourself, trust that you can make this work, trust that your decision to leave this behind is going to be so worth it, and trust that things are going to work out exactly how it needs to, because, you know, you are so deserving of enjoying life, enjoying things that you like doing, and you know, just like, you shouldn't have to feel stuck or sad or just unhappy in a job that you're doing. You know, you are allowed to love what you enjoy, or you are allowed to love and enjoy your work. Okay, let's get some final cards. So for these cards, these are just like some advice for you in regards to the situation of what you can do, etc. So I shall get the cards now. So can you get some advice please? Oh, here we go. Let's get all these. I think it's still 4 cards. Okay, we'll just go for all of them. So we have go deeper. Let's put that here actually. Go deeper. Be proud of yourself. Oh gosh, there's 5 cards. Take inspired action. Let your fears dissolve, and attend to the details. We have a lot of green cards here, so I'm kind of getting like being you know, heart chakra, definitely doing something that you love. Like, I feel like that's the step for you to go. So for the go deeper card, I feel like you should go within and be like, okay, what's going to make me happy? And also maybe reflect in the past and see what you didn't like about your job, and be like, okay, if I didn't do this, then how would I feel? And if I did follow my dreams, how would I feel as well? We also have be proud of yourself. You know, you have been through a tough time, and you should be proud of, you know, maybe taking action in what you want to do, you know. Like, you could just be like, okay, well, I have come this far, and this situation here was a lesson for me to learn, and to like know what I want to do, and be like, okay, this is great. I am going to work hard, and I'm going to make what I want to work. And also, you should see how far you have come. Perhaps you have already have taken the steps to move on from this career. So you should be proud of yourself, because a lot of people aren't, you know, or they don't do that. And I feel like we should take a little bit more pride in what we do, because sometimes we do big steps. Like, leaving a job can be a difficult thing that which can be quite difficult to do, and can take a lot of courage. And basically, I'm getting the message that you need to just like have more pride in the things you have done, maybe you weren't at this job for very long because you just knew it wasn't for you, and that can make you feel a bit like embarrassed, or just like maybe, you know, it can make you feel ways and stuff, because you feel like you're not really doing anything, for example, or you just feel a bit like useless, like, oh, I couldn't last here for long. Like, don't look at the negativity, look at the positive sides and look, okay, we're going to make this work and we're going to make this just brilliant and be the best decision I made. We also have take inspired action. So, you know, that is literally taking the action, be like, okay, I'm unhappy here, I'm going to leave. If you've done that already, take inspired action to make your dreams work. Be like, okay, I'm not here anymore, I'm not working, I'm not doing this, so I want to do this, so I'm going to take this step and this step, and build like you could do an action plan of the steps you're going to take to help you get to exactly where you want to be. And I feel like this will be a good course of action for you to take. We also have let your fears dissolve. So perhaps you may have some nerves in regards of how you're going to follow your dreams and do exactly what you want to do, which it can be difficult when you don't know how you're going to get there. You know what you want, and especially if you like still haven't left yet and you are thinking about it, sometimes you can be really scared to do that because you can feel like you don't want to disappoint the workplace, and you should just like take a step back and be like, okay, I want to do this for my happiness, so, you know, just take the step and you will be the one to be thanking yourself later on in the future. And finally, we have attend to the details. So eventually when you do take the new step and do exactly what you want to do in life or in your job, like, make sure you attend to the details and make sure you do everything that needs to be done. Like, for example, if you want to start a new job, so you can make sure that this goes well for you, you need to do the research, you need to make sure things are done properly and everything. So, you know, attend to the details and do exactly what needs to be done, so you can make sure you've got it all done perfectly and that you've gave it the best shots. Perhaps for like, if you want to move on to another job, another career, you could do some research on what exactly needs to happen. Maybe there are some skill sets you need to get, you can get through work experience, or, you know, redo your CV, give a bit of a revamp, make sure it's appropriate for the job you want to do, and you'll get there exactly. But yeah, that is your reading pile twos. I hope this reading resonates for you and brings you the clarity that you needed. I do have personal readings available. The link will be in my bio. I have loads of different types available, so you can all choose. But yeah, I hope to see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like and a thumbs up, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye guys. So my loves, I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this pink tourmaline crystal, although I will be honest, it looks a bit grey in the camera, then this reading is for you. We're going to be looking at some messages in regards to your career. So firstly, I'm going to start off with the tarot cards and just see if we can get any messages for you and just see what's coming up next in your career, any messages for you in regards to it, and yeah, I'm just leaving up to spirit. Okay, so what these other people need to know about their career, please. Oh, okay, that was a crazy card. It was the Eight of Swords. I just want to pick it up. So that is the Eight of Swords. Right, let's get some more cards in regards to this. Okay, so what's this about, please, spirits? This is in regards to career, please. Okay, we have the World. I'm not taking reversals today, just so you know. And can we get one more card, please? Okay, we have the Empress. Okay, so I feel like, firstly, if you were drawn to, from what I can tell so far, if you were drawn to pile 2, then do check out that reading, because I do feel like the message could be a little bit similar. Obviously, you still got to go on with the reading, but it's kind of like a similar situation. Anyway, so what I'm getting is that you're having some uncertainty when it comes to your career. I think for a lot of you, you could be self-employed. Maybe things have been a bit slow business-wise. I know with like the cost of living crisis, it's harder to sell things at the moment because people just don't have the luxury as they used to be able to buy services as they could back in the day. So for some of you, it could mean that sales haven't been great. You're just like in your head at the moment thinking, oh god, I don't know what the future of my business is going to be, and you could be feeling a bit overwhelmed. I'm kind of guessing this is also the same, this applies for some of you who are working in like normal careers in terms of getting employed by an employer, that kind of situation. There's something that's just going on in your head and you're just kind of overthinking, like, is this the right thing for me? Perhaps things have been a lot more stressful lately. I know in a lot of places and people I've been speaking to, their work's been like short-staffed, or like just things have been a bit undermanaged and just not as doing great, and perhaps you are struggling in that as well, and you're just thinking, you know, feeling a bit hopeless, just like, is this going to end? And funny enough, with the world card, we have like the world, you know, the world means ending. So I'm kind of getting, whatever this issue you're having in your head, or like, you know, with any worries, or like, you know, anything you're thinking of overthinking, that is going to come to an end. And I feel like for some of you, it'll be because your situation would have sorted out. So like, for example, if you're struggling about money, then perhaps more money will come into you and you're going to relax a bit or come up with some ideas. For some of you, it could be your situation doesn't really change, especially if it's like short-staffed or anything, but it could be the case that you've kind of adjusted to it and you're able to adapt and kind of like work through that situation, so it's not stressing you out and you're able to feel more at peace and stuff, and just be like, okay, this is the situation, this is how I'm going to do it, etc. And basically that's kind of what I'm getting. So it's just more, you're going to get an end of this difficult period of time that you're having with your career. It's more of your head, but I'm guessing it is in regards to your career. And then we have the Empress, and I feel like this is like perfect to have like after these two, because it is stepping into like the Empress energy, and that's kind of like, okay, it is the maturing and creative energy. So for some of you, if you're having like a creative block and that's why you're worrying, like, then you could be getting more creativity back and everything. But for some of you, it could just be like letting things flow. Like sometimes we can overthink and panic because we feel that we are out of control of the situation, and usually when we are worried and stuff, we try to take control, and that can create resistance. And basically with this coming to an end, you can get into the Empress energy and just be like, okay, this is the situation right now, I have no control over this, so I can make the most of it and just like relax and just try my best to do what I need to do. And I feel like you're going to be really stepping into that energy, because it's going to help you in that situation, just for you, make you feel a lot better, a lot more at peace, and just like accepting like, okay, this is life now at the moment, this doesn't always have to be like this, but you're just going to be stepping into a better energy where you just feel like, okay, I don't have to worry anymore. And I'm going to shuffle these oracle cards. These are brand new. And we're just going to see if we can get any messages in regards to this, any other messages for you. Oh, okay, we'll just go for this one. We have co-create. Any messages in regards to this, please? Any messages, please, in regards to the situation? What they need to know? To the sea. Okay, so with the co-create card, what I'm kind of getting is not really co-creating, although if this resonates, so for some of you, perhaps if you, okay, for some of you who are like are self-employed and have your business, for some of you, I feel like things have got really busy now, and you could be struggling with dealing with things and getting everything done on time because you are short-staffed, because it's only you. So for some of you, so if this resonates, you could be getting a new employer for your business and getting someone to help you create things and to make things easier for you. Also, this message is kind of similar for those who are in a job where like things could be short-staffed and stuff. It could be the case there could be more employees coming in together to make, like, you know, to make life a bit easier. But it could also be the fact that you can get some help with what you're doing. So if you are feeling stressful, perhaps, or feeling stressed about the situation because you're overthinking, perhaps you can ask like a friend or like someone who you work with for a bit of help. Perhaps you can go to your boss and be like, look, I'm struggling to do this on my own. Is it possible I can get help somewhere? Or like, you know, just ask and see if you can get like some help in regards to something, because you don't have to do things alone. Sometimes, especially when it comes to career, you feel like you have to do things yourself, especially when it's you're employed to do something. And sometimes we can get scared to ask because we don't want to seem like we're asking for too much. We don't want to feel like we're incapable of our own jobs. But sometimes you need that little bit of help, and it doesn't hurt to ask to try and get a little bit of help if you need it. We also have go to the sea. So I'm going to be honest, because this deck is new for me, I am a bit unsure of what that card means, but that's okay because we can go to the guidebook and hopefully there'll be a message in there. So let's have a little look. Lucky it's page 7. So this card, it means going with the flow. So yeah, that it basically means exactly what we're talking about. So just go with the flow, just allow things to happen exactly how it needs to, and just try not to get control of it, as we're trying to say. Like, just accept that, you know, you can't control absolutely everything, and when you try to take control, like I mentioned earlier, it can make you feel even more stressed out. It can like affect you mentally, and sometimes we just have to go with the flow and be like, okay, yeah, we're just going to do this. And it kind of goes well with the Empress, because we are stepping into the Empress energy of going with the flow and just allowing things to fall into place naturally. And I feel like if you can do that at the least resistance, this will help you most, because you're just accepting the situation for how it is, and you're just like, okay, cool. And perhaps this is what something you need to do with like people that you work with as well. Just like, all of you go the flow, but then try like find a way to manage things and be like, okay, this person does this, this person does this, and like get a system together so you can work together and make the most of the situation. Because sometimes, especially with how things have been since the pandemic, it can be hard. Like, things have got a lot harder and stuff, you know. People have quit jobs, and you know, a lot of places are short-staffed, so it's always got to try your best to make the most of a situation and just go with the flow and be like, look, I can't control this, so I'm just going to make the best of the situation for how it is. And we're going to shuffle some more oracle cards and see if we can get any more messages in regards to this. Right, oh, okay, we have illumination. So this makes sense. So I feel like something is going to come to light. I feel like it will be in regards to this. You're going to have realization and be like, ah, okay, I can do this. So it could be illumination of something coming to you and be like, okay, an idea is going to come of how you can make the most of the situation. Or you're just going to have a realization, something's just going to pop into your head, and it will just help you feel at peace of your situation. Just be like, okay, yes, this is how things are at the moment. Perhaps you could even get some positive thinking going, and things will be revealed to you of how you can make the situation better for you. So like, for example, if you're self-employed and you're not getting much customers right now, you can use this time to like research on how to make things better. You could use this time to improve your products or your service or what you have to offer. So you can always make the most out of a situation and just hope for the best and just do what you can do, because sometimes you can't control how much customers you're going to get, and sometimes things like you're going to have months which are slower, and that's just a natural part of like businesses. This came up in the previous pile. This is acceptance of love. So this is just accepting, like, perhaps this is, maybe you're a little bit let down because there's a job that you do love and that things aren't exactly how you want it to be at the moment. So you could just accept, be like, okay, well, I want to do what I love, but I can't do that right now. So I'm just going to go with it. I'm also getting for some of you, like, perhaps you could spend other time, like your times on doing things that you love as well. So if you're worried about like your job, you could just do things that you love as well. So when you get home, do things to make you feel relaxed, so you can just feel like you're in a better place and just kind of like be in the moment. I'm also getting with that tree imagery of grounding yourself, because you can see the roots going into the ground. And like sometimes when we're a bit overwhelmed with everything, especially with career, we can be up in our head, especially with the 8 of Swords. That card's all about being in your head as well. So if you can ground yourself in a situation, if you feel yourself getting stressed out, just take a moment to just breathe and just like ground yourself and be like, okay, I'm in this present moment, we're going to be okay. Physically, I'm okay right now. Everything is happening like to me, like, you know, or for me. It's just like, you know, this isn't, the stress and the situation you're feeling isn't you. It's just a situation that's happening to you, and you can just like you can just choose how you want to react to it, how you're going to act upon it, etc. And maybe you can do that in a way of love, you know. You could like try and bring love into the situation. Obviously trying to like give you an example would be hard because it depends what your jobs are doing, but if you could bring some love into it, then that can help you get through the situation with right now. I saw the bottom of the deck, so I'm going to take this card. This is flow. So yeah, literally just go with the flow of how things are. That goes with like to the sea. And let's get some more cards. Get some more cards, please, Spirit. Messages, please. For these lovely people in regards to the situation. We have success. So you are going to get success. Things are going to work out exactly how it needs to, you know. Like, it's just a fork in the road, and you know, it's just like, it takes time, it takes a little bit of effort, it takes a little bit of like things just to allow things to fall into place, a little bit of time and all that, but then success will come to you and things will all work out. And it's interesting how we have love again, because we literally had acceptance of love, and then we have love again. So like, try focus on love. Love is like a vibration, it's energy, it's like emotions, it's like a feeling. And sometimes if you can just get in the feeling of love, it can help you get through any situation. For some of you, like, what I'm kind of getting is that if you're having a stressful day at work, think of the people that love you, and that can just like, or and the people you love, just think about that, and it'll help you get like through your day. I'm kind of getting that message as well. So yeah, that's like another message right there. But yeah, just go with the flow of things and just trust that you will get success with what you're doing, especially if you're self-employed. If you feel like things are going downhill and aren't working out and you're having worries again in regards to that, just remember that you will have success. I'm kind of getting like incorporate more things that you love into your business. I don't know how that would resonate for your situation, but just like take that message if it does resonate for you. All right, I'm going to shuffle this last deck, and this is advice in regards to your situation. So let's shuffle the cards and see what messages we get. Can I get any advice, please, for these lovely people in regards to the situation, please, spirits? Any advice, please? Okay, we have breathe through the tension. So yeah, when things get difficult, just take some deep breaths. You know, things aren't always going to be perfect. You might get really annoyed sometimes and just be like, you just want to strangle your customer or whatever. Like, you know, just like take deep breaths and just know that you're going to be okay. Breath work can be really beneficial, especially when you're going through a stressful period of time. And just trust and know that things are going to end, you know, and get better. I just thought of another thing for the Empress. Empress also means abundance as well. So again, like, it's because we got the success there. So after this, success and abundance is going to come to you. So perhaps after a hard period of time, when you've been working hard, you could be recognized for your hard work and effort. So you could be rewarded that with like a pay rise, or like, for example, for some of you, you've got your own business, success will come to you. It's just that it takes a bit of time and a bit of patience is needed. Let's get some more advice for you. Get some more advice, please, Spirit, in regards to the situation. Oh, okay, we have take a breather. Literally, Spirit is wanting you to breathe and relax and be like, look, it's okay. If you need a little break, go for it. You know, see if you can take a day off just so you can like have a moment to relax and just breathe, you know. Let's get one more card for some advice for you. Some more advice, please, Spirit. Oh, okay, we've got quite a lot. We'll take these three. We've got to see the bigger picture. You know, just trust that sometimes, you know, like, for example, if you are self-employed or if you have your own business, things are a bit slow. See the bigger picture and be like, okay, yeah, we got this. We can use this time to improve our business, improve our products. You could use this time as a learning period. You can also see the bigger picture and be like, look, okay, there's a cost of living crisis happening right now. However, we've got Christmas coming up, Black Friday coming up. We can use that opportunity to bring sales up. We also have think it through. So if you are like overthinking and like panicking and stuff, just think it through logically for a moment. Be like, okay. And like, you sometimes thinking logically can help ground yourself in a situation. So that's a good thing to do. Like, if you are worried about stuff, try find a logical meaning and try not to just worry yourself with your emotions. You can also use your logic to think of ideas of how to improve things, how to make things better if you feel like you need to do that. So, you know, and just I think it through, just be like, you know, just figure out how it is for your situation. Like when you go through, or if you're doing like your job in, like, let's say, a supermarket or something and you're short staff, if you can think of a way that can help with the workload and stuff, that could help as well. And finally we have shine. Just like, I'm kind of getting the word smile. Just like try let loose, let yourself shine and realize that you are worthy. You are doing such a good job for the situation you are doing. What's happening right now is not reciprocating or like showing you your, it's not a reflection of your efforts. I can't speak. It's not a reflection of your efforts. So just like shine, you know, you have so much to offer, and this could be an opportunity to help you show what you have to offer as well. So, you know, I'm just getting, you don't have to worry at all. Things are going to fall into place exactly how it needs to, and you just don't have to worry. So just take a deep breath and remember that things are going to fall into place. You can relax, and beautiful things are coming to you because we have the success cards. So yeah, I hope this reading resonates for you guys. I do have personal readings available. You can check out the link in my bio to get all the information in regards to those. So I have different ones available and different types. So yeah, I hope you all have such an amazing day, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye guys.